Hi there, my name is Jessica Cruz and you're here for my CSM Minute. Today we're going to be talking about reoccurring scheduling, and this is a great way for any maintenance or anything that's going to be on a reoccurring schedule where we're going to go to the same jobs every week or every month or bi-weekly, whatever it may be. And this way we're not spending time every week adjusting our schedule or adding tickets onto the schedule. So the first thing I want to note for reoccurring schedules is you can tell just by looking at the schedule board if a visit is reoccurring or not, because we'll see that little recycling symbol by it, and if it has that, that means that it's reoccurring. If you're not seeing that, that means there's not a reoccurring schedule associated with that work ticket. So I'm going to go in and right click edit reoccurring schedule. And the first thing I just want to go over is the basics of this little module here. So we're going to have a couple different types that we can choose from, and we'll go over that. The start date, and that's going to be when our reoccurring schedule is going to start and which occurrence it's going to start on. And then we're going to see the routes down here for which days the visits are going to be on. So the first one we have it is monthly. And monthly is going to be anything that we're going to do like once a month. So maybe we have like a pond mowing that we need to do once a month, and we've had an agreement with the property manager that, hey, we're going to do this every second Tuesday of the month, and Conway's going to do it on that day. The next type that we have is going to be days between. And days between is really going to be for if we have anything bi-weekly or kind of on one of those off schedules. And we're just going to put in how many days between we want each visit. And you're going to see a little bit more here where we can make some other adjustments. So when we see these boxes, this is allowing us to decide maybe we don't want it every month of the year, right? Or maybe we don't want it ever on the second week of the month, or if we want to make sure that they're never at that property on a certain day. And we'll still see the visits down here. The most common one I probably see is this weekly, and that's going to be for your weekly maintenance, right? The cool thing down here is that, say we were on a weekly visit and this was a big property that we needed to go to twice. We can go in and hit add visit, and we can set up Conway to go again on a second day. So this first day is always going to correspond to the start day, right? So if we're doing it on Tuesday, it's going to end up being on the 4th. But then the second day, it's going to automatically know to go to Wednesday. And then the sequence number works just like the sequence number anywhere else, where that's the number that they're going to go to, right, on the schedule board. So 10 would be the first one, 20 would be the second visit. And so we'll go ahead and put in that sequence number. And then the really cool thing is we can split up the hours on this visit. So we can go in and put in 50% and 50%, and it's automatically going to know, hey, we need to split up the hours for this visit. When we go to hit save and we go to where the route is, we'll see, hey, this was scheduled for the 4th and for the 5th, and the hours got split up. So recurring scheduling is really powerful and a great way for anyone who's doing any kind of scheduling to save a lot of time. Thank you.